Hello guys, this is Dears and welcome to my review of Arachnids in the UK. Now you might be thinking, hang on a second, he's already done this. I have, and my mind has actually changed. Now I just did the live review of it, well, a while ago, but I just did my Instagram version of the review, and I basically wrote it down, and once I wrote it down, I thought that my view has changed, so I scrapped it, wrote it again, and now I'm thinking that I didn't do justice to that episode and just focused on the ending too much and judged the episode as a whole because of it. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the episode, but I'm going to be talking about it as a whole instead of just that ending. So the episode actually starts off really well, really promising. It like shows a mystery and something that is happening, and we don't really know what it is, but it's actually quite interesting the way that they're sort of foreshadowing that something is happening with spiders by showing the tons of spider webs and stuff like that, and it's really quite interesting. It's also quite interesting when they show the person who's covered in webs. That's pretty cool as well. It's a shame that they didn't focus that on that more, because that would have been good as well. I also thought that the scientists, the spiders, even though it was a bit silly and a bit, I want to say unoriginal, but that's not the correct word. A bit stupid and a bit strange and a bit convenient, was but made sense really. The fact that it felt like more of an experiment that went wrong would have been a good idea as well to sort of follow with instead of the one that they did. I did think the bit when they burst out of the bath was pretty cool. I actually did think that the spiders themselves looked pretty cool. The psychic paper made a return. I actually thought the acting was good in this episode as well. It's good to see that Yaz actually gets some screen time, but I don't think Doctor Who has realised that they need to give her some more screen time to actually give her an arc throughout this series, because next week we're into episode 5, which is halfway through the series, and she's not actually yet created the arc. We've just been introduced to her family, and I wouldn't say that has given her a storyline in her own. Ryan and Graham are still going along with this story about the grandma. I feel like they might need to let that go at this point. Now I understand that the characters obviously won't let it go, but I feel like for them it hasn't been a long time. But maybe for the show, the writing, they should just take it more as a back step, and just use it to the plot's advantage instead of forcing it in there. Because during this episode, I feel like once you've got all this spider stuff going on, we don't need to be reminded about the grandma, and the grandma herself for us died about a month ago, and for them it was probably only a day or two ago. So it's understandable why they're still bringing it up, but for us it feels stuck on a bit. Didn't really enjoy it that much, and it felt sort of bloated, because of that kind of stuff was forced in there. I feel like Ryan is almost developing a bit of a relationship with Graham now, which is obviously good to see. But I do feel like this relationship between Yaz and Ryan, I don't know whether it's going to go forward or whether it's going to whether it's actually going to happen or whether it's not going to happen, because everyone keeps saying it and then says that it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually exist. So I'd really like them to just show it off a bit more and try and make it subtle but not obvious. There's actually a small detail which is subtle, which when the Doctor's looking at the map, Ryan behind us making shadow puppets, which I think was really funny throughout just throughout that little scene. Small little detail, but I really appreciate it. It'd be good if, that would be something cool for the character as well. We need to talk about that American businessman. Not Donald Trump, the other one, the one that was in the episode. Yeah, oh my god, the subtlety was incredible. No, it was terrible. Why would he was probably the weakest part about this episode for me. I feel like he was the reason why I didn't like some of this episode, and it's rather disappointing, really, because the beginning was really good, but when he appeared and he really started making the emphasis on the fact that he's a businessman, and then I was like, oh my god, he's running for president as well. He is Donald Trump. That's what they're doing with him. But then we come towards the end of the episode. The details start getting revealed, which is amazing. The fact that these spiders are basically the Teenage Mutant Ninja Spiders, it's the Ninja Turtles, it was pretty cool, I'll admit, even if it was a bit like, oh right, that's convenient. But they did set it up, so no harm in that. As long as it's set up, it's alright. But using the vibrations to try and get the spiders into the room, and then what they're going to do with them, just lock the door, close the door, then they'll grow and grow and grow and suffocate. So you're not exactly that's not a humane way to kill them, Doctor. That's like torturing them. But let's put that aside. There's a big spider as well, which is quite cool when they're sitting there and they're going, like, it's suffocating, like, oh no, what a horrible thing to happen. And then he walks up and he shoots it. The businessman walks up and shoots it. Well, what's the point of that? You've just ruined what could have been a lovely moment in Doctor Who by shooting it. But then the Doctor goes to put a hand on it. At this point, I thought we were going to get a kind of like Jurassic Park, and she puts her hand on it as it dies, and then maybe the businessman decides that he's going to change it and make sure that that waste is disposed of. Maybe they could have made him a good man instead of a bad one, and the experience actually changed him and gave him a bit of an arc. But no, he just shoots it, walks off, the Doctor goes towards it, and then it cuts to black like that was an entertaining ending. What? Yeah, but that is the only negative thing that I really have with the benefit of hindsight. My review is still going to remain up, but there will be a link to this one. If you want to, you can go and check out my Instagram account, because I'll actually have the review for this episode on as well. So thank you guys for watching. This has been DSG. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.